Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Tobey's Talk Show. I believe this is episode number 61, and today we will be talking about who I think will win the NFL 2020-2021 season awards with one game left to go. So, as you guys know, I did these predictions 16 weeks ago already, which is insane, predicting it before the season, and I had some interesting answers. I believe I had Myles Garrett for Defense Player of the Year, which that's not going to happen. I said Joe Burrow for Offensive Rookie of the Year, Chase Young for Defensive, which I think will be right. What else? For Coach of the Year, I forgot who I said. Comeback Player of the Year, I said, I believe Big Ben, which I don't think that's going to be right anymore. And for MVP, I think I said Russell Wilson. That's my guess, but I didn't say who I think will now win it. So it's all good. We'll get into all the awards right now, and we'll start with Offensive Rookie of the Year. So for Offensive Rookie of the Year, I thought Joe Burrow was going to win it, and I think if Joe Burrow did not get hurt, which is really sad, I am a big Joe Burrow fan. I want to see the Bengals succeed. I'm someone that likes to see, franchises that haven't been good in their past be good because I'm sick of these good teams being good, which is why I'm happy the Patriots are losing. But for Offensive Rookie of the Year, I think I could have got that right if Joe Burrow did play all 16 games, but because he got injured, he pretty much has no shot at winning it. It's going to come down to a few players. It's going to come down to probably Justin Jefferson, Justin Herbert, and James Robinson. James Robinson has kind of fallen off a little bit. He's had some superb weeks, and he does look like a franchise running back that you can move with. I'm a big guy now. I used to be someone that I didn't really mind if you paid running backs. Now I'm all in on drafting a running back in the draft, and a lot of them always turn out to be good. So it was good by the Jaguars. He's a young player, obviously a rookie, and he had a great year. But I do think that Justin Herbert's going to win it. Justin Herbert already broke the touchdown record for a rookie, and he still has one more week to go. He's looked pretty phenomenal, to say the least. A lot of people weren't expecting a lot from him. A lot of people thought, maybe Tyrod Taylor could play for most of the season, see what he can do. But Justin Herbert, since he's come in, I think week 2 or week 3, he has looked great, phenomenal. Really nothing bad. I mean, he's sometimes made some questionable throws that have led to picks. He's not Aaron Rodgers when it comes to how well he protects the ball, but he's really, really looked good. I think they need to give him more weapons. You have Eckler. Keenan Allen's great, but get that wide receiver or get another O-line piece because you need it. And then Justin Herbert could really, really excel. Eckler's great. Maybe look for a running back. I'm not sure. You may need a backup at least. But yeah, Justin Herbert. Josh Jefferson's been great. Don't get me wrong. He's in the Pro Bowl, and you can say, "Oh, you made the Pro Bowl," but Justin Herbert didn't. Well, Justin Herbert's in the AFC with Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, all these quarterbacks. So I think Justin Herbert should win it, and deservingly so. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I'm going to have Chase Young. Now, it looked like Patrick Queen could come back and take this award out of Chase Young's hand, but Chase Young really, as of late, has looked absolutely phenomenal, and he's looked great this whole season. He's getting pressure. He's stripping the ball. He's really good at doing that, which is stripping the ball. He's getting pressure. He's returning fumbles for a touchdown. He's quick. He's strong. It's scary. He's going to be a really, really good player for a very long time. And I think especially, if he keeps it up for this next week, but I do think especially with how he's been playing recently, he looks like he should most likely and definitely win Defensive Player of the Year. For Comeback Player of the Year, I think I said Big Ben because I really didn't feel like there were a lot of options. And that was because I had zero clue that Alex Smith was going to be able to play. And I think even the fact that he stepped onto the field, he deserved to win it. But even though he's not playing right now, and I don't think he's going to be starting, even if he makes the playoffs, I don't know what's happening with him. But he's played a solid amount of games, and he 100% deserves that award. If he doesn't win that award, it would be pretty terrible for the league. Obviously, Big Ben has played pretty well. He's leading his team to a 12-3 record, I believe. So they're a very good team. Don't get me wrong. Big Ben was out last year. They usually give it to people that are out and then come back and then play well. But come on, this guy was not even supposed to have a leg anymore. And now he's on the NFL field. He's on the gridiron. And he is not tearing it up, but he beat Big Ben. So I think even that should put a nail in the hammer. The fact that he beat Big Ben, obviously not. I'm kind of joking a little bit. But the fact that he had so many surgeries. It looked like he was going to lose his leg. It looked like he would never be able to functionally walk, 100% ever again. But this guy is now playing in NFL games with these D linemen coming at him, and he's not scared. It's just a lot of courage. I look up to Alex Smith now. He really is a leader, and he is inspiring to say the least. The next one, and also you could put Rob Gronkowski in there, but it's Big Ben or Alex Smith. Should go to Alex Smith. The next one is Coach of the Year. Now I don't remember who I had winning it, but I thought that Mike Tomlin was going to win it. I think Mike Tomlin's a great coach. I think he deserves a lot of credit. Last year, I remember talking about how he brought his team to 8-8, which is very, very good. And a lot of people didn't expect that with how bad their quarterback situation was and how bad overall their injuries were last year. But after the 3 losses, I know they beat the Colts. They are 12-3. The Dolphins are 10-5. I think Tomlin still has a very good shot to win it, but I would say that I would give it to Flores. I just don't like how the Steelers have been looking as of late. I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between Tomlin and Flores. I think Flores has done a great job. I think people knew last year with how the Miami team changed in the offseason. It looked good. He looked like a great coach for them last year. He was inspiring. There were a lot of great stories and reports about him. And I thought he was a great coach in the league, and he's proven that this year. I'm talking about Brian Flores. He's brought his team to 10-5. Fitzpatrick's been playing. Tua's been playing. But overall, they're still winning. That defense is really good, and obviously he's known for his defense. Bill Belichick, he got it from him. Flores got it from Bill Belichick, if that didn't make sense. But, the Dolphins look very good. They made the right moves. I was a big fan of the Dolphins last year. I don't remember exactly what I predicted them to be, but I did think I predicted them higher than others did. And, I think Brian Flores or Mike Tomlin should win it. Obviously, you have Andy Reid, who's 14-1, but, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. So I would give it to Flores or Tomlin. I'm going to say Flores, but it could very well be Tomlin. All right, the Offensive Player of the Year. I'm going to give that to... I don't know, man. It's tough. There are a lot of players that could deserve that. You have quarterbacks, but, MVP is kind of the quarterback award, and then Offensive Player of the Year is kind of the player. So I'm going to give it to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook has looked amazing. I'm not going to give it to a quarterback. That's what the MVP award's for. Dalvin Cook has looked amazing. Kamara with the 6 touchdowns might have jumped back into that race, but I don't know. I think overall, Kamara has had great games, but he's had a lot of big games and then some smaller games. So Cook has been great all year. He hasn't missed a beat. He didn't get injured, which is great news. He had a little scares, but he was fine. And I don't know. There's not much to say. Cook is a Pro Bowler this year. He's shown that he's a top 3 running back, top 4, top 5 running back in the league, depending where you want to put McCaffrey, Henry, Kamara. Kamara could win it too, especially after his 6 touchdown game. And maybe even Tyreek Hill could win it. Diggs could win it too. I'm going to say my final 3 is going to be a Diggs, Kamara, Cook, and I'm going to have Cook winning it, but it could definitely be any of those guys. Defensive Player of the Year, I said Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett looked very good at the beginning of the year. It looked like he actually had a very good chance to win it, which I would have been very happy about just to get that right, which is pretty tough to get. But it looks like it's going to come down to Aaron Donald and TJ Watt and Xavier Howard. And I don't know, it's tough because I don't remember the last time I've seen a cornerback. I was about to say that when Stephon Gilmore won it last year, so I'm going to calm down a little bit. But, and you could clip that. That was pretty bad. But, that was bad. It kind of lost me on track. But okay, yes, I have seen a quarterback win the award. But Xavier Howard has looked absolutely amazing this year. I think he has 9 picks. He had a forced fumble last week. I don't know what to say. The Dolphins defense had a turnover every single game this year, and a big part of that is because of Xavier Howard. And you have to give credit where credit is due. He's locked up. He's getting picks. He's forcing fumbles. Aaron Donald's looked amazing. TJ Watt's looked amazing. But for what I've seen Xavier Howard do this year, I think he deserves it. There are a lot of players like J.C. Jackson, Aaron Donald, but I don't know, man. I think Xavier Howard has had the best year. Obviously, TJ Watt has looked good. I think he's only had 3 or 4 games without a sack, which is pretty insane, but I'm going to give it to Xavier Howard. The last award is the MVP award, and this one, it was close, man. I mean, at first, we all know it was Russell Wilson. Then it looked like it was going to be a Patrick Mahomes, and all of a sudden, now Rodgers is coming in at the right time to make some noise. Mahomes had some less big statistical games, if that makes sense. Not great games, like 2 touchdowns and they win, but only 2 touchdowns, like 200 yards. All right, Patrick, we know what you can do. And Rodgers has put up 4 touchdowns and 300 yards last game. Rodgers has looked phenomenal. He's turned the ball less than Patrick has. His QBR is better than Patrick. And the Chiefs are 14-1. Don't get me wrong, that's a great record. But if it's I think the Packers are 13-2, maybe 12-3. But if it's that close, I don't really care about the records. They're both first in their division, both first in their conference. So I don't really care about that. And I just think Rodgers is having a better year right now. This week could have big implications on that. I don't know if either of them are playing. If they're not, then we'll see what happens. But this week can have big implications because if one of them has a big week and the other one doesn't, that could change the whole narrative. However, I do think Aaron Rodgers, as of right now, which is about to be week 17, I think he's had the better season, and I think he will win the MVP award. His second time winning it, I'm not 100% sure. And just so you guys know, from my perspective, everyone's like, oh, who's the best quarterback in the league? I know that the GOAT conversation, from my perspective, I agree with a lot of people that say I think Aaron Rodgers is more talented than Brady when it comes to football, but Brady has the legacy, the chips, and all the numbers are better than Aaron's. Not like passing yards, but like awards and all that, chips and all that, accolades, I should say. But overall, I think if you want to my opinion, Rodgers is talented, more talented. Brady has more accolades. And yeah, guys, that's it. Those were all the awards. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know who you think is gonna win down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys for episode number 62. I think this is the last video until 2021. So have a great new year. Hopefully this year's better. Obviously, COVID's not gonna just snap away, but we're gonna hope that next year is a lot better than what we went through this year. And yeah, guys, have a great new year. Happy 2021, and I'll see you in the next episode and the new year. Bye, guys.